Write proportions. We're going to write some examples in proportion form. Proportion is nothing but a fraction equal to a fraction. That's a single fraction equal to a single fraction. A proportion is a statement that two ratios are equal. Ratios just means fractions. And the units in the proportion must correspond either vertically or horizontally. And when you solve these, you do cross multiplication. But all we're going to do for these examples is write them in proportion form. So let's take a look at this example. We have 120 miles is the 4 gallons, as 300 miles is the 10 gallons. So this part is a fraction. And don't write just 120 over 4. You want to write 120 miles over 4 gallons. Because when you write your second fraction, it's going to be miles over gallons also. That's what I mean by the units must correspond. So over here we have 300 miles, so we have the miles on top. And the 10 gallons, we have the gallons on the bottom. So this is our proportion. And that's all you're asked to do. So the units are a big deal. If it's miles over gallons, then make sure it's miles over gallons. Now this one we have $5 is the 2 cups. So we'll write $5 is the 2 cups equals $35. Since we have the dollars on top, we put the $35 on top here, and the 14 cups. And since we have cups on the bottom, we'll put the 14 cups on the bottom here. And then here's a word problem where we're just asked to find or write a proportion to solve this. We're not going to actually solve it. We're just going to find the proportion. If you travel 300 miles in 7 hours, stop right there. That's one fraction, 300 miles over 7 hours. How many miles we travel in 12 hours? Now look at this. The only number we're given is the 12 hours. And since it is hours, we put the hours on the bottom. So the 12 goes on the bottom. So that means that the miles are on top. Well, how many miles? We don't know. So what are you going to call it? X. X is the unknown. But it's all about the proportions. Miles over hours. Miles over hours. It's all about the what? I say what? It's all about the units.